Yeah, but it'd be different if, like, hey, even it wouldn't be different. The situation should never happen. But like, if you ordered like an Italian sandwich and they didn't put any meat on it, then I mean that's a little
you get a
different.
Chicken parm sandwich,
No chicken. That'd be a little different.
That's like Curry telling the story about the girl he took through the fast food at Burger King in Warwood, and she said, "I'll have a Whopper, hold the meat." And they gave her a bun with all the stuff on it. That was disgusting.
Ew.
Lettuce, mayonnaise, tomato, and just bread.
Ew.
Oh.
You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, the home of sports, gambling, entertainment, and whatever the hell else has gone on this week. So pull up a seat by the fire, crack open a cold one, and make sure to get your bets in. Welcome to the Pine Room.
We'll do a feature on what to do when this happens.
Oh, like how to salt your drive.
Do you think people are there people out there that stupid though, Chris?
That pay attention?
Well, I don't.
Maybe,
but
I think there is.
Like dress in layers. That's original. I mean,
like you went outside and
don't go out if you don't have.
Before that,
fill up your gas tank.
Before that, you'd go out in one layer. You have one layer on, and you.
Why I'm so cold?
Why, man? I can't get warm. And then you see the news story, dress in layers.
Oh,
shoot!
And then you decided.
I got it.
Oh my! I didn't know you could do that.
Like Job, you decided to put pants on instead of shorts.
Yeah,
because of the news. And then you write Channel 7 a letter that said, "You saved my life. I was gonna die if it wasn't for you."
The snow is blowing sideways, man. But I was still wear shorts. But thank God I saw the news.
I really don't think I don't think that snow is that big of a deal anymore. It's not
either.
I've never been outside. Boy, this is
not in this area.
This is so bad. The only time that I ever thought this is really bad is last year during the Christmas party at the radio station, and it was like negative 15
really
out, and it was really bad. And I was like, okay, this might be dangerous if you get stuck outside.
It was a little slick this morning.
I will say this though, ice is when you really got to give people a heads up. That is something you can't combat. Ice, you can't combat it. Yeah. You can't, especially when it's cold.
That ice storm we had last year was like one of the worst things we've had.
You cannot drive in it. You can't.
And you can't see it.
You can't walk it. You can't walk.
Yeah, it's not like snow.
Right, and you can't see it, Matt. That's the issue. You're walking and you hit it. Snow is snow. It's we've grown up with it. You know how to handle snow. You slow down. You don't you don't drive fast.
And
use
even
four-wheel
if you
drive.
Drive fast here anyway.
Slip and fall in the snow.
You're right. It's not like going down on ice.
Have you done that before on ice?
Oh,
I did that recently. Well, I don't know, a couple years ago. I was walking Toby going down the steps of the trail.
Can be bad, man.
Oh my God!
You hit your back.
My back,
everything,
like your elbow.
Fortunately, I didn't land on my tailbone, but it felt like my whole body was stoved. It was terrible, and I never saw it. I mean, it was.
Now, when there's ice coming, I think there should be high alert for people, and I think people should be really, really caught. But snow, what's happening right now? What's the big goddamn deal? It's snowing. It's blowing. Everybody thinks, oh, no, it's a blizzard. I'm not going to be able to get anywhere.
Just can't go to Kroger.
What we were talking about on the radio today, if you don't listen to the radio, check it out. 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. But we were talking about on the radio how, Matt, you were mad because of the hair trigger that schools have when canceling classes. What do you think is the upper limit that a school should cancel class? Like snowfall, ice.
Well, I'm with your dad. Like these buses nothing's going to happen to them in a little bit of snow. Like they're fine.
They have chains on.
And in the rural areas, I get like sometimes that'll be difficult. The ice, obviously, yes, but
then they just don't come to school. Those kids don't come.
Like
to school
today,
they can't get
there was
there.
no need to have any more than a 2-hour delay, and I'm not even certain you should have had that, but. In today's world, they do that.
Did all the counties?
I think everything. They couldn't play the games tonight because of that. Bunch of basketball games.
Nick texted during the show, but we had moved on to something else, and I didn't want to go back to it. But he had texted.
He was mad you called him out about bad typing skills.
Yeah, he said I was roasting him. Yeah, if you missed all that on the radio, go check it out. He says, OCS has bank days. We go to school for 5 days, extra minutes wise, so they cancel these days to avoid lawsuits and stuff when buses wreck.
Nick should be in politics.
He says buses wrecks, you didn't cancel, roads are bad, you get a lawsuit.
Nick should be in politics. He always has an answer
He
for something.
always does.
Always. Some
Especially
kind
if
of company line canned answer.
Especially if he's on the side of it, man.
Oh,
He'll
yeah.
argue to the death.
He has a.
If he was on
should
the
be
other
in that.
side,
Why doesn't he run for mayor?
He'll
I-
listen to this. He'll
He can
absolutely
be the
listen.
vice
side
mayor
is
with
he
Denny
on?
Magruder.
Well, because Matt was talking about schools canceling on a hair trigger. Like, as soon as there's one flake, they cancel.
Okay, right. That
And
happens
especially
a
on
lot.
a day like today. And Nick was explaining that if there's snow on the road and it's bad and then a bus wrecks, there's a lawsuit on your hands.
But why are the buses wrecking though?
Yeah, I know.
Because
I don't understand.
in order for them to wreck, it has to be dangerous. It is not dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, I
What
would
if the
say,
bus ran a stop sign and hit somebody anyway in the perfect daylight and it's 75?
Yeah.
They got a lawsuit there too.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
can't
would.
avoid it.
I'd say the only thing that like you could dictate. How do they gauge whether or not they're having a 2 hour delay? They have people like
all,
runner
I don't
cars.
know.
judgment. All judgment.
They don't have like runner cars that go out.
I mean, I would imagine that the smart ones would have people that go and check their area.
Who makes the call though? On that?
I'm assuming the superintendent.
Yeah, I think it's
Well,
super.
Kim
Yeah.
told me last week when I saw her down at university. I think they had a delay that day or whatever, but she said she had gotten a call at 4:30.
I think it might be Jonesy. Honestly, I think it's
That's
the transportation.
She probably don't want to fuck with
It's
that.
the head of
too.
transportation,
That's why she's the boss.
and
Yeah, I know.
then
Who's the transportation guy
I think it's
now?
Dave Crum. I think.
I'm mad that we haven't
Or is
been
that
asked.
maintenance?
I'm mad that we haven't been asked to do a
I
cancellation.
know. I told.
message.
That's what I told Nick. I said, I think when we had Rick on when we were at the stadium last year, I think I told him I was like, the first cancellation or 2 hour delay you guys get, I want us to be the announcement video. And I think I remember him saying
Do
no
one every
chance or
day.
something.
Yeah, he
I
said
forget.
no chance. I don't know why he said that. I don't know whether he was mad at us for some reason or what. I don't know.
I think he might have been kidding. Who knows?
knows,
Maybe
right.
we'll get
Right.
maybe
What
we'll
do
get
we do?
invited
Make 'em
one day.
mad.
Yeah.
We're not Dimitri.
But I don't know. I don't understand the lawsuit though. What? So if Matt goes to work and he wrecks his car, he can't sue.
He's saying a kid will
gets
sue
hurt.
Ohio County schools for making them go to school on a bus.
like,
that
mommy,
crashes.
I shouldn't have been on the bus.
Then why wouldn't Matt be able to sue the casino for making him
Yeah,
come to
but
work?
but it's not under his. It's not.
You're
un-
saying
like-
because it's a public school.
Yeah, and he's not the one. He's operating his own
I'm
vehicle.
operating it. Someone else is putting me in danger.
Yeah. So
By
if
no
he-
fault of my own.
Like if you were in an IC cab and it wrecked and you got hurt, you probably could sue IC cab.
Right. But what if the bus driver's hammered and smashes up something and then they try to blame it on the snow? Maybe it's just your bus drivers are bad.
Well, can they? What if it's just a normal 70-degree day and the
Exactly.
bus driver
Runs a loop.
happens to do something stupid and wrecks?
Probably can. I'd
Oh,
imagine.
Yeah.
Well, then those kids should have to sign a waiver.
What
So you
happens-
ride
No, I mean, I am.
What happens if the Scorpio killer takes control of the bus, like in Dirty Harry?
But I mean,
Oh,
that
that
horrible crash that I think was Idaho. Was it Idaho that horrible crash? A couple kids died.
Better than that one where they were buried alive.
Oh yeah, yeah, the one I talked
Jubb's
about.
feel good story of the year.
They lived. They all
They
lived.
did.
But I'm assuming some of those kids that probably got hurt on that bus could sue the county. I'm not sure how, but I'm assuming they could.
Accidents happen.
right.
That's why you have insurance.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like saying the lady who spilled coffee on herself at McDonald's.
Well, they could call up and just say, "Well, I'm going to sue you," and he say, "Sue who?" Well, sue you, sue everybody,
And that's actually what happens now.
sue everybody.
Everyone
I'll
gets
sue
sued.
you.
And then that's ridiculous. Did a jury award that lady $3 million?
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah. She got millions of dollars for that, and I think a crazy lawsuit happened when food was too hot.
Yeah.
And the guy bit into food and he burned his mouth.
Well,
and
I should have sued DeCarlo's like 3 or 4 times because it burnt the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
Because I was so hungry and I.
That parking lot
Because
piece
you
is
weren't-
hot.
You weren't drunk and starving, and you couldn't wait.
He was
Right,
not at
but it was
fault.
their
That
fault.
might be the defense.
It was
Right.
their
He was
fault
not
for not
at
saying
So-
when she handed me the pizza, "Sir, don't bite this too hard."
there's
because you didn't know it came out
a
of the
list. Here it is. Yeah, it's exactly what it was. McDonald's was sued over hot chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
It was sued. It was involving McDonald's and a girl named Olivia Caraballo.
Yeah, we talked about it on the radio. I
Yeah,
think,
she
last year.
experienced an alarming second-degree burn when a chicken nugget freshly procured from McDonald's was wedged between her thigh and a seatbelt.
Yeah, it burned her leg. Yeah, we talked about that. I remember.
Well, I
that.
She got
I hope she's
second-degree
crying.
burns.
It fell down out of her. Fell out of the bag. Hey, my thing is, you fat bitch, stop eating your food until you get home.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have
but
happened.
What'd she get out of it?
It says, in its defense, McDonald's stated that the elevated temperature of the chicken nuggets was a precautionary measure designed to prevent potential salmonella poisoning, which I guess I would want my food
Those
to be
things
hot.
can be hot.
As the case progressed, the family was this is ridiculous. They sought a staggering $15 million in damages, which the girl
a burn.
probably had to just go to the doctor and get a burn patch or something like that.
Yeah, why would
Guess
she
how
even have
much?
to go there?
How much do you think they were awarded?
$3.8 million.
Yeah, at least a
No,
couple.
800,000.
Yeah, I think it was.
That's still outrageous.
Still, I mean, she burned her leg on a McNugget.
It happened.
She didn't. Her leg didn't fall off. I mean, I don't. That's so dumb. But how is that? How can you get away with that?
How does that constitute $800,000?
Yeah, I don't
in damage?
understand.
And the attorney that represented
I
her.
was just gonna say.
Like,
it.
what?
I
She's
want
gonna
him.
be traumatized because she can't eat nuggets anymore.
What's that burn on your leg? Oh, don't talk
don't
about
wanna
it.
talk
It's a
about
nugget burn.
Well, I'll tell you
Get
what,
me to the
though.
psych ward.
She probably has a tattoo with a dollar sign
Yeah.
over it. Now.
Yeah.
The little chicken
Well,
nugget
you know
with
what,
eyes.
though?
Hope she chokes on a chicken nugget.
You, but a lawyer though gets 35% of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
not send her over to
$300,000.
Fishman. They only take 25%.
Exactly.
Now I don't know. I don't. Okay, so
Where'd they
this.
from?
1-888-98 twins, right?
So there was one in Florida where a Burger King had a wet floor. Unaware of the slippery bathroom floor, a man named Richard Tulecki took a serious fall. The accident just didn't immediate physical harm. It required surgical attention and unfortunately rendered him unable to continue his work.
Why was it wet though?
I'm assuming they were just cleaning and they didn't put a
Well,
wet
that's his
floor sign up.
If he
and
works there, didn't he know they were mopping?
Here we go. Here's why these are worth money. The repercussions of the fall were not just financial, but deeply emotional as well,
Oh, crap.
adding layers to his trauma.
Was he an employee? Or a patron?
Patron.
Oh,
I
okay,
believe.
okay.
No. Wait.
Because I thought you said he was an employee, but I could be wrong.
He needs the living shit beat out of him.
Yes,
what that
he
guy
does.
needs.
He
He needs taken outside.
No
Just-
wet floor
I
cone,
think
huh?
I think he was just a patron.
All
but
right, well then I
despite
his
his
face.
defense, they might have offered Burger King was deemed responsible for the oversight and recognized for negligence. The legal battle culminated in Tulecki being awarded $7.81 million.
Oh,
Now let me ask
There's
you.
guys that do that on purpose.
Well, let me ask you guys this: if you would fall, let's say you'd fall in Burger King because they did that, and you happen to fall and break your leg, and you had to go to the hospital, and you had like bills of like $10,000. I think you should get
Yeah,
that.
oh, yeah.
They should compensate
I
you
agree.
for that.
As long as it was their fault. Yeah.
Now, if you missed work, if that caused you to miss work, then you should get But other than that, to make $50,000 to $100,000
Well,
just because
this guy will say he could never work again. and-
right, he was
and-
trying. He just couldn't sleep at
Right,
night,
so he has
'cause
to
of the-
pay for mental.
He was
kept-
embarrassed that he fell in a Burger
nightmares
King
about to
bathroom.
fall.
Which
You could
that's
make-
gotta be
right.
That's bullshit.
Wake up screaming at night.
No, not
falling,
again.
Think he's falling.
No, that's-
Here we
was the
go.
third-
Here's a good result. So this is from Whataburger, and the title is Whataburger Makes Some Hot Pie.
Ooh, yeah. They're good.
Whataburger is known for its savory burgers. The chain actually makes pies on occasion, and a woman named Renee Kronmeyer was hoping to relish on a hot lemon pie from Whataburger.
Wait, what was her name?
Her name was Renee Kronmeyer.
What do you think Renee looked like?
She's probably morbidly obese.
Jabba the
Well, she's eating pies.
She
Probably
A
Pie
whole
from-
pie,
Honey, I'm gonna
not
get
a
a
slice.
lemon pie. The
Yeah,
whole
so
pie.
despite the cautionary label on the pie carton explicitly warning of the pie's high temperature, Kronmeyer chose to dig in. To her dismay, she found the pie exceptionally hot, leading to an injury.
It's like lava inside there.
She believed that the warning was insufficient or perhaps underestimating the actual temperature based on her past experiences with hot food.
Because I'm sure she read the whole.
She pursued legal action against Whataburger, hoping to hold them accountable for her injuries. However, the court ruled in favor of the fast food chain, emphasizing the importance of heeding cautionary
Did that
labels.
happen in Texas?
It happened.
Because that sounds like
in-
something those people wouldn't tolerate.
It doesn't say.
Okay.
They should countersue her for defamation. She should have to pay her fat
ruining
ass.
the reputation of a lemon pie.
Right.
Here's the one for hot coffee. So it's Stella Liebeck. Now
Stella.
she did suffer 3rd-degree burns after spilling the coffee on her lap, which is like that feels
Is this
like
the one that happened back in the 90s?
Yeah.
Like that was
But
like the
is
very
it- but
first
is
one.
it her fault is it McDonald's fault she spilled the coffee?
Yeah, I was just
well,
saying.
I don't think it's her fault, but I don't think coffee needs to be able to burn you at 3rd degree. I feel like that's a little excessive.
I don't disagree. I don't think she should have got what she
But
got.
yeah, I don't think she deserved $2.7 million in punitive damages because we know from-
Punitive,
Where did
yeah.
drop on
That's
her?
her jerky, boy.
Punitive
Yeah,
damages.
Punitive damage.
He
So
wrecked
thi-
it. Was that when he
this
wrecked
is
his bike?
this is actually pretty bad. So the
Can I
severity of
sue you for
injuries was
punitive
alarming.
damages?
The burns covered approximately 16% of her body. Jesus,
You say
necessitating
60 or 60?
16.
Okay.
Was she a dwarf?
What'd she hit? What'd she hit a pothole wheeling?
She said the
No lid on her coffee and a fucking bottle splashed.
She get
her.
hit by a
Got it
train.
on her face.
it didn't say how she did it, but necessitating hospitalization and painful skin grafts. Initially, Liebeck sought so she sought a modest $20,000 to cover her medical bills.
Modest.
However, as the trial progressed, it was revealed that McDonald's routinely served its coffee at a temperature significantly higher than many other establishments, making it dangerously hot and more likely to cause severe burns upon contact with
Some
the skin.
people like
It's almost been boiling.
Given the revelations, the jury rewarded Liebeck $200,000 in compensatory damages and a substantial $2.7 million punitive damages. Then she was negotiated a final settlement. So she negotiated it down, a final settlement of $500,000.
Yeah.
So good for
So
her.
she didn't take too much.
Good for her.
advantage. 16% of her body's
Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah, if she's
I like her.
permanently damaged now, that's
Why would they serve it that hot? Like, is it something?
Because Jarrett, probably the
They-
people
right,
that
just
work there are
stupid.
about fucking
Oh yeah,
very
I would
bright.
imagine.
Sure,
Like
they're
I don't know if
very,
there was
very
some
bright.
like reason, like maybe they drink it slower and they I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
My dad liked it when it was scalding. He'd get the McDonald's coffee. He didn't.
I made hot chocolate the other day, and I boiled it on the stove, and it
comes out hot.
It was rough. I couldn't drink it. I waited till it got
but,
cold.
But has anyone ever gotten a hot drink and just took
Right,
a
right,
big
right.
gulp
Like a
of
big
Pour
it?
it over your face.
like a
Like
glass
you're
of
supposed to
water
sip
when
it.
you're thirsty.
Yeah.
Like
like a
drinking a fucking
Gatorade
Gatorade.
after, yeah.
I'm gonna sue Soldier Field. I got burned on a hot chocolate I had there at the game one
Yeah,
time.
like what?
You drink hot tea every day. I am not a big warm drink.
Tea's the
fan.
only one I like warm.
I just-
Chocolate are a little bit.
It doesn't really do much for me.
But
It's
hot
just-
tea, if you don't feel well or to like to wake up in the morning, it's not bad.
Do you drink it just to like warm yourself up, or
It's like that. I don't know. It's like people drinking coffee. It's
Get up
started.
and go.
yeah, it's
Or
just a
get-
good taste.
warm to me sounds like something you should be drinking at night.
Listen,
like
Tim
before
Hortons-
bed.
I didn't drink it before bed.
Yeah.
Tim
Couldn't sleep
Tim
good.
Hortons serves the hottest tea going. I burnt my mouth on it before, and it's
Well,
so good.
I think
but
we ought to
it's-
call an attorney.
Tim Hortons has good tea.
Oh.
Because I know people talk shit on their coffee. I guess
Oh,
their
Tim
coffee's
Hortons,
terrible.
Tim
Really?
Hortons tea.
I think so. Yeah, but I believe so.
I thought
think
it was
it's
really
Tim's.
high ranked.
Well, I know
Yeah.
Cooley.
I know
like-
Dunkin' Donuts is the best.
Yeah, I think Dunkin's got a pretty good, but I'm not a I don't
I
really
hate
like
coffee.
I tried Cooley's hazelnut coffee from Starbucks today. That coffee taste to me just.
Chris, you're not a
I don't
coffee
know.
drinker,
I don't
are you?
like it.
I drink coffee out of work, but I don't. I've never made it at home, and rarely. If I get a coffee to play, I'll get a nice coffee or something.
Yeah, Job, you're not a coffee.
I used to
drinker,
drink a
are
lot of hot tea, but I don't anymore.
you? Why don't you drink hot tea?
I don't know. It just doesn't taste good.
Something
anymore.
happened to
No.
Job
No,
over
no.
there. He
Oh, I thought you meant.
Oh.
no,
Oh.
he's his mouth just shot wide open.
Listen, this made me like my most hate. What's my most hated restaurant ever?
Denny's.
Denny's.
No, Jimmy John's.
Nah,
Oh, Jim's.
Close second. Jimmy John's. This revolved around a woman named Heather Stark.
Well, she couldn't have got burned there.
Yeah.
Who
Right.
and it has to do with one key ingredient: alfalfa sprouts. Her experience took an unexpected turn when she discovered her sandwich was missing the key component, despite it being prominently advertised on the menu.
That is important.
Feeling misled, Starks pursued legal action against the sandwich chain, alleging false advertising. Her claim centered around the premise of the customers like her were drawn to the specific menu items based on the ingredients advertised, and any deviation from this promise could be seen as a breach of trust. After the lawsuit, Starks was awarded $5,000 in damages.
That's unbelievable. Wonder what she was like in high school. I have this picture of her.
And it says,
in high school.
additionally, legal fees were covered by the defendant. In recognizing the potential extent of oversight, Jimmy John's also proactively offered compensation to others affected in the incident. Those who had primarily missed out on their promised alfalfa sprouts were granted $1.40 in restitution.
They get all you can eat alfalfa sprouts.
I bet she was a short little girl.
Bet you in high school
pink
she was.
hair,
I bet she
big
caused
ass
a lot of
glasses.
problems in high school.
Hairy armpits.
Yeah.
Probably always
Wait, what-
bitching about
Glasses.
What the
something.
fuck? What
Those
are
are-
alfalfa sprouts? What the hell is
I
that?
never
They're like
even-
little micro
They look
green
like
things. They're
little weaselly.
What do they just taste like lettuce?
Yeah, they don't barely taste like anything.
You
They're
wouldn't
just-
even admit-
No,
you
they're
wouldn't miss
just
them.
like a little
So
little
I bet-
greens on your
I
sandwich.
bet
I'm gonna
she
look this
is
up.
an absolute bitch to be around
That's
in
what I said.
everyday life.
Absolutely 100%.
I was thinking about trying to get a hold of her.
Is that the same
See
thing?
if we
Oh,
can
yeah.
interview her.
If any of us
That
go
would be
and-
awesome to get someone like that. We should
Oh,
try, Matt, to get
Yeah,
us-
wait. So if you go to a restaurant and they would just perhaps leave your lettuce off your burger,
or pickles, whatever, and then I get pissed, and then that's a breach of
Sue.
trust.
sue them.
What about when you order something and they don't give you what you like? They're like the
Right.
key part of your dish is
Right.
a sauce, and they forget to give it to you.
Sue.
I ordered that, and I didn't
Now
get
you
it.
don't trust them. You can't go back.
Yeah, doesn't that set a precedent though? Like if that happens, you could just go to a legal case or to a court case and say, "Well, you awarded such and such with $5,000 for alfalfa sprouts."
Yeah, no,
How
you're
could a
right.
judge or a jury reward?
I was even
Hey,
going to say,
the whole
why
legal
is that
profession's
even,
on
you're right.
precedent.
Why would they even hear that? Why would they even
It's such
address it?
It's
Right.
such an
Say, no, this-
entitled. It's such an
Because
entitled.
some jack off judge somewhere, like Jub's saying, awarded people that, so that makes more people go after it. now.
Absolutely.
And you think, like, if you're on the jury, you get called off, like, you're already on jury duty, so you're already pissed off. You get to jury duty, and you're
Unless it's a murder, I'd be happy.
yeah, that'd
about
be
that.
cool. But then they call you into the thing, and well, we have a lawsuit in our hands. You're thinking, oh, maybe somebody got injured. Is guy lost his legs? No, lady didn't get her alfalfa sprouts. How could you possibly award
well,
her
that's
any
when
money?
they're going for jury selection, and I would flat out say I cannot be neutral in this opinion.
No.
I'm ruling in favor against the girl immediately. I have my notion.
I looked up alfalfa sprouts. Well, first it says alfalfa sprouts have a mild, nutty, and subtly sweet flavor with fresh green nuances. Yeah. And then the very first question, like that people ask on Google, it says, "When should you not eat alfalfa sprouts?" And this says, "Cook alfalfa sprouts thoroughly to reduce the risk of illness. Thoroughly cooking sprouts kills the harmful bacteria. Children, older adults, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems should avoid eating raw sprouts of any
You know
kind."
what? I hope she got him and then she died.
She
Thank
might have
you.
because it sounded like they
thank
had
you.
they had to have
Fuck
them.
that.
They couldn't have had them cooked.
Like that's just so unfair. Can you know what you could do with $5,000 for like somebody that like, would need it, and you're giving it to a lady who
They
did
should
get her
have went
alfalfa?
out and got some peat moss.
Is
off
this
a
like
rock.
really like a?
Here
It
you
doesn't
go.
even look like appetizing.
They're all right though. I've had them on some stuff like in a blend with like something that would go as a complimentary thing. Like they're not like a main dish or anything.
Yeah, but it'd be different if like, hey, even it wouldn't be different. The situation should never happen. But like if you ordered like an Italian sandwich and they didn't put any meat on it, then I mean that's a
So
little
you get a
different.
chicken parm sandwich,
No chicken. That'd be a little different.
That's like Curry telling the story about the girl he took through the fast food at Burger King in Warwood, and she said, "I'll have a Whopper, hold the meat." And they gave her a bun with all the stuff on it. That was disgusting.
Ew.
Lettuce, mayonnaise, tomato, and just bread.
Ew.
Oh, sickening.
Yeah, but it's just such an entitled problem to have. And if you
Vegan society.
God, if you do that, you need.
Can you imagine, like, say, Mark, you know, one time you went down to McDonald's and you get your double cheeseburger, whatever you get down there sometimes, and two of the ingredients were off the fucking sandwich, and then you get pissed, you sue them, and then we're at the vets one day, and people were like, "Hey, coach, congratulations on that! You won $15,000. That was a great."
They
good
only
job."
put
I'd be embarrassed.
I'd be embarrassed as
Be
fuck.
embarrassed.
Like they only put one pickle on a sandwich
Yeah.
instead of two.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would hope
Or
that
they-
guys disrespected me for that and were talking behind my back, saying what an asshole.
Well,
he
she
is.
probably has
Yeah.
no friends. She probably has nobody. Probably likes her. I don't know.
No.
I forget what her name is, but I guarantee no one likes her. I bet
That's
she.
it's terrible.
Heather
disgusting,
Starks. I
yeah.
bet she was an absolute
Cunt
bitch.
face.
Yes.
Heather Starks.
Hey, I looked up the worst sandwiches in the world because I just thought about Jimmy John's and that. These are the 100 worst rated sandwiches and wraps in the world. The number one is actually, should I start from 10? I'll start from number one. Number one worst rated sandwich in the world is the ramen burger. It's in New York City.
I've seen
It's
that.
the fried ramen noodle bun, arugula, beef patty, scallions, shoyu sauce, fried ramen noodle bun.
Doesn't sound
So
that
it
bad.
says that it was created by Kaizo Shimamoto. He was a ramen blogger. And in 2013, it was rated a 1.9 out of 5.
Two people that I think are some of the most useless people in the world are food critics and movie critics. Like the ones that think they're highfalutin, and a guy goes in and he reviews some soup and he talks about the oaky notes and the aftertaste of the soup bowl. I think it's absolutely like Yelpers. You ever see anybody on Yelp? It's
try
terrible.
not
Wait,
to.
what are you saying about they're what
They're
useless?
horrible. They're horrible people.
What about sports analysts that tell you everything they know and they're never right? They're just as useless as anybody.
I can't stand anybody that just goes on and talks about stuff that anybody else can talk about. Like, why should your opinion about what you like as a food affect what I like?
Yeah,
as
it's
a food?
mostly going to depend on your own likes.
Yeah, I mean, he might not like General.
Like, how you going to
Tso's.
review all foods? Like, what if you're allergic to something?
Yeah.
You can't review it.
I want to go back, Chris, and I don't know. Did you guys watch? Now, I'm way getting different here, but I was talking about analysts there and how many analysts are out there that think they know everything now. And I'm tired of listening to Tony Romo. He knows everything. Did you guys? The game. Jay Feely was on a game.
Yeah,
And
yesterday.
I thought
Steeler
that was
game.
really good.
Down on the field. Yeah,
And
from a kicking perspective.
Yeah.
and I thought that was really
Yeah,
good.
no, he's much better
He
than all
didn't
those other
talk
people.
about anything that outside of his realm.
Yeah, he stuck to all special
because
teams
they
things,
asked
yeah.
him about when the kicker Bass came on.
The first time, the one that got
yeah,
blocked?
and he said, "Where are they? What range would be potentially?"
And he said 50.
50, but he said at this end of the field before
A little
the game.
bit longer.
I thought
Yeah.
that was incredibly
And then-
informative.
Yeah, I know.
And
And then he
proved
talked
to-
about the ball, how
well,
hard
and
the ball
it
was.
proved to be right because Tyler Bass had to kick the ball low because of the wind, and then every time they were kicking, they would ask Feely his perspective on, and the guy has kicked 1 million field goals. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's
I
why
agree.
that's
That
why I
was
brought it up
useful.
because I think
One of the
analysts.
few times.
Tony Romo is. I used to think he was okay. I'm tired.
After he started, they worshipped that guy like he
Romo,
was the greatest.
I thought
Yeah.
Romo was really good. Now he knows everything. Romo knows every play, what should be called on every play, what they did wrong, what this guy did wrong. I can't stand him. I thought Greg Olson was a little bit better yesterday, but
Well, I know we get pissed off, and we were bitching about it Sunday. Is when they bring the fucking stupid dickhead referee that would like stare toward these guys.
Jesus.
Let's
Dean Blandino.
I don't care what these guys have to say.
I agree.
They're so full of shit.
They're big time know-it-alls too.
They're telling us exactly what we're seeing.
Right.
There's nothing different that like when Buffalo fumbled the ball Pittsburgh fumbled the ball and Buffalo recovered it. He told us exactly what we're seeing. There's nothing he told us that I didn't see.
Hey, I did not have, but what was the ruling? Why they didn't award him the one fumble?
They said it. His
helmet hit out of bounds.
Hit his helmet out of bounds. What's the Freiermuth's
Freiermuth.
helmet
Like
out of bounds?
Okay.
barely
So-
grazed his helmet.
So that ended up being.
So that
the
means
right
it was
call?
out of bounds. I don't know if
I
it's
don't
right.
know. I don't know.
It
Couldn't
didn't
really
matter
tell, but-
anyway.
Yeah, it
I
didn't
know,
matter,
but
but
just-
I'm with you. And these women giving reports on strategy, and I think it's really tough for someone that has never played the game to talk about strategy.
Well, the one girl said she makes it up. So I mean, how the fuck do you?
Well,
why
that's
you
true.
even
Yeah,
care?
she just makes it up.
I mean, that just
but-
shows you how serious they take their job.
Well,
it's incredible.
but yeah, Mark. Also, how many millions of people watch these games,
Give a
including
shit.
us,
I know
Or
what you're
waiting
gonna
to
say.
see, well, guys, hey, Melissa Stark's going to come back right before the kickoff in a second. I want to hear what she's going to say about what Andy Reid had to say.
Or when they grab Andy Reid for one question, or they grabbed both coaches, get one question, like it's just the dumbest question ever.
Coach, how do you feel going into halftime?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna
down.
get warm.
Just so.
Well, and then, you know,
so-
now, well, they do it in all sports. Like during the game, like they'll interview a baseball manager, the hockey
Now basketball,
game.
they'll grab basketball
Yeah.
guys when the game's going
I
on.
think, why do they think we care? I don't care what
know.
Tom Izzo has to say up 15-10 with 10 minutes to go in the first half. I don't care.
It is.
It's not intriguing. It's not. I don't know.
I didn't mean to
It's
sidetrack.
not like they're going to
No,
sit there
I
and
like-
tell you their fucking strategy. Well, you know what? Coming out, we're going to onside kick coming out at halftime.
right.
Like, don't tell anybody.
And we're gonna change our formations.
Right.
We're gonna go 3 wide instead of 2 wide.
And I might play 2 quarterbacks next half. Like, actually, it'd be funny if the coach said shit just to make
Like
They get nothing.
like
Nothing
it was
made
totally
sense.
fake.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, listen, we
gonna run the wishbone
We were
next
we were going to
time.
onside kick, but our fucking onside kick team is so bad that we can't do it. So forget that. Our hands team stinks. So let's pray they don't onside kick.
Mm-hmm.
And our special teams basically suck because our coach doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Would that be great to hear something like that?
would be funny.
Nah, we'd listen. We would
Right,
listen to that
right.
and be
Yeah.
entertained by it.
Now, listen, you really want to know the truth, Heather? I'll tell you what the hell's wrong. We fucking stink. I mean, there's no
Our game
doubt
plan
about
was
it.
terrible.
Right. Our GM let this guy
Right.
walk in free agency. How the fuck you going to overcome that?
And if you think Mason Rudolph's a good quarterback, you fucking must be dreaming.
Yes,
Like,
right.
because we really.
He says he just goes. The interview's wrapping up. He goes, "We suck. We're probably gonna lose a game now. I gotta go take a shit. I'll be back."
Right. You want to come watch.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you want, when I come back out, I'll give you a report on it.
yeah.
And I'm freezing my ass off,
Right,
and this
right.
clock won't run.
It's so meaningless.
Oh, it's just awful. Just
You all wasted your money here. Go. Everybody should be home. This game sucks.
any dumbass that came out to watch us, pay this money to watch this, you gotta be stupid. we could do a lot of
Or
spoofs off
even,
of that.
Even if like the coach at your interview in halftime, it's 35-0, and you fucking believe how bad our opponent is. I mean, I didn't think we'd be up this much, but God, they fucking suck.
Coach, you're off to a really good start. Heading up, you're up 30 heading to halftime. How do you feel? Oh, they fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like,
How did you get up 35? Yeah.
Well, I don't
that's
know.
Then
They
fucking
just-
terrible.
they're
usually,
yeah.
then they ask that what do you got to do to keep the momentum going?
Or if the coach
Not fuck up. There it is.
after the question, they say he just looks at her and says, "Listen, that is the dumbest ass question
I
I've
wish.
ever heard
I
in my
wish.
life."
Why do they always ask that?
Why would you ask that dumb question? Just stupid. But
I was while you guys are talking about that, I was looking up because I mentioned Yelp reviewers, and this is so. Number one, I'm going to show you this picture of this girl, and this is her profile picture on Yelp. So
now, who's this? Heather.
you ought to pull it up on the
Her
Heather
name
Sarkis?
is her name is Heidi H of Crestwood, Kentucky, and I'll show the camera.
You ought to
So
pull it up on the
this,
screen.
No, well, I can't. I had to sign in and stuff.
Oh.
It's a pain. But if you want to be on Yelp, the only reason you go on Yelp is so that you can post and criticize restaurants or compliment them. 90% of the time, it's criticizing. This is her profile picture on her Yelp profile. It's her with a mink coat on over top a white wedding dress. That's her. That's her picture on Yelp.
What's she criticizing?
So
I'm
looked
sure
up
it's going to be very positive.
Market Vines. And normally, for the most part, it's got 5-star reviews and people post.
Our Market Vines?
Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
this is a local person?
No, well, I'm
She's from
assuming
Crestwood.
she's from Crestwood, Kentucky. This is
Oh.
this is from a while ago, but normally you write probably 5 4-star review. They're good reviews talking about how good the food was. Maybe like 3 sentences. This is Heidi's review on and if you're just listening to this, it's
like
about
a fucking
3
essay.
It's
War and
about
Peace.
3 paragraphs, and the first sentence starts off
Did it give it? How many stars did it give it?
1,
Okay, 1 star.
which
Okay.
is on
What
brand.
a surprise.
She says, "I have never had such an awful experience in a restaurant that had nothing to do with the food or service. When my friends and I walked in, the place was rather busy, and the bartender asked us if we'd like a table. After replying that we would, she wrote our name down, and we purchased drinks and waited for something to open up. After about 15 minutes, she said, "The table over there is yours once it's cleaned up." We sat down and enjoyed the drinks, appetizers, dinner, and live music that was playing. After about an hour, we paid our bill and were finishing up when the owner of the restaurant approached us and asked us if we stole the table because there is a waiting list. I don't know this. I'm not going to read this whole thing. But basically, she goes on and on talking about the experience she had in this restaurant. And it's just the most brain rot review.
But it sounded. She said they enjoyed the food,
Yeah,
drinks, and
maybe it
entertainment.
might have been warranted, actually.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, but so you.
all right, I didn't read this, but Heather, you might not be a bitch.
She said the owner said, "Did you steal that table?"
The owner said,
That doesn't make any sense.
What?
asked if they had stole the table because there is a waiting list. After telling her we gave our name to her staff and we were told to sit at the table, she went to check the waiting list and came back and said, "I guess it's okay." We were taken aback by the rudeness of the owner and felt it could have been asked in a different manner.
Oh,
So
okay.
here we
Well,
go.
that's-
Here we
That's
go.
okay.
At this point, we decided it was better to leave the rest of our meal and walk out. My friend approached the owner and told her we didn't appreciate being treated with such rudeness. All right, here we go. And it's a shame she acts like that toward customers. The owner told my friend that she does that all the time and she doesn't care what he thinks. And then it goes on for another two
There's two
paragraphs.
sides to every story in that
Yeah.
one. That's
weird.
that's weird.
Well, she enjoyed the food and drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
I hope she paid her
fat
bill.
bitch.
So, Jarrett, we were on sandwiches. You had number one. Is that Raymond?
Oh yeah, I
Noodle.
had a couple more that
Just
are absolutely.
throw something that we would know.
All
okay?
right, the Luther Burger, which is number 2. It's ranked 2 stars out of 5.
Luther Vandross.
You guys have heard of this before. A glazed donut, bacon, American cheese, beef patty, and another donut.
Too much.
It's over 1,000 calories with 45 grams of fat per serving.
Ugh.
It's probably one of the world's most unhealthy burgers. So then we got number 3, rice burger from Japan, 2 out of 5. It's a rice bun with marinated beef, lettuce, and then another rice bun.
I don't know.
People just try to do too
Wonder
much.
what's a rice bun.
It's
assuming
literally
it's
just
made
a
of
bun
rice
made of
bread.
rice. Literally, it's like
It looks like little pieces of rice.
Like a rice cake.
yeah, it's like a rice cake almost, but like actual
okay.
rice. It looks like. This one's really interesting. The bocadillo de carne de cabello is wow, this is rough. Oh, I lost it. The ibarra de pan, which is the bread, cheese, bacon, onion, horse meat, garlic, and then another bun.
Where's that
Lord.
based out of?
This
South
is
America?
Spain.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, that's
I
something
hear
they
horse
might-
meat's good.
They
but-
might like
Well,
that
it's
over
rated,
there,
but
though.
it's rated 2.3 out of 5.
Yeah, but that's
But who
that's-
puts this list together?
Yeah, I
horse
mean,
burger.
how can you compare a burger that they like?
We're never gonna have a shot at getting
right.
that.
See, that's like
okay.
your top 10 Christmas
Now
songs.
this is
Dumb.
This is a Marmite and chip sandwich.
Ew.
The unusual sandwich consists of sliced butter bread that is coated in Marmite spread and sandwiched together with crispy potato chips. So Marmite and potato chips.
Marmite's,
And Marmite's like
it's like
isn't
a
it like
bitter,
real
it's
salty.
it's like a real
Ooh.
salty, bitter.
Yikes.
Wait, what's the one that in the song "Coming from a Land Down Under"?
Vegemite.
Vegemite, yeah. Gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
Who sings that, Chris?
Men at Work.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's right. That's actually a pretty cool song.
That is a good song.
Trying to get some other ones here.
Joe,
what
did
it-
you ever see Peter Griffin singing that song?
Yeah. The worst rated restaurant here on Yelp that's from Wheeling is the Subway on National Road in Bridgeport. I don't know why that's. I said
Well,
it
I've
for
heard a
Wheeling.
lot of-
Wheeling and
Well, I said it for
I don't even
Wheeling.
think it's there anymore, is it?
The one in Bridgeport?
Where's it at?
I think it is.
There used to be
Somebody
one
told
over
me it's
there-
horrible. Maybe it's more in Ferry.
the Elm Grove Subway's bad.
This one says, I'm 6 months pregnant and desperately wanted cookies. I looked up the location of Google and says it was closed at 9 because of pandemic, which is understandable. When I pulled up, it's 8:40 and they had all the doors locked and would not let me in. And there was even a handwritten sign on the door that said they close at 9. Just seemed a little unprofessional for them. is waste of a review. But anyway,
It really was.
but that's the thing. What I'm talking about, people are wasting their time to go and put that on there that nobody are ever
Yeah,
going
but
to care
they
about.
think it's important.
Well, of course
because
they do. Because everybody
they need to be heard.
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
they want
Everybody
their
has a voice.
That's right.
Here's what else.
called the internet.
Here's what absolutely infuriated me too. Talking about sports and football. One of our buddies, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to say who sent this text. They screenshotted a guy's recap of the game, and he wrote this big paragraph about the Steelers losing this week. He said this big paragraph, and I think that people commentating through the game, like posting things on Facebook as the game is going on, like that was a horrible kick, that was a horrible tackle. This is what this guy wrote about the Steelers. 17 non-losing seasons is not worth this, especially when the bulk of your wins to build your resume came in the first half of your tenure with players already on the roster. Over the last years, you've had near 100% of coaching hires and draft picks, along with 7 years now without a playoff win, including 5 horrible playoff losses in a row. Mind you, getting outscored 66-0 in the first quarter, parentheses, can you say lack of preparation, close parentheses, of those 5 games, giving up 30-plus points in all 5, parentheses, can you say can't adjust to in-game circumstances, parentheses, all of which are records in the NFL. Some awesome talent on this roster, yes, along with the biggest divas in the NFL, from AB and Bell in the past to DJ and Pickens, his time. His coaching style is not working and has not worked in a long time, so all you other fans of his team, be careful what you wish for when you say you want him. He does not change, stubborn or pride or both, but nothing he is doing in today's NFL is working. It's average and mediocre. Not answering the questions and storming away in post-game pressure is a bad look. 100 ways to answer that question without really answering it. Hell, you're the king of Tomlinisms, but just walk. By the way, keep walking. End of rant. Love my Steelers. Fans deserve better.
Yeah, the guy's pretty spot on, though. I'll give him that.
But here's my question.
Wasted time, right?
Who does he think's going to see? Does he think Mike Tomlin's going to see
Well,
that?
Job just read it on a podcast.
Well, yeah, I guess. But does he think, like, who is
People
he
making
writing
fun of
that
him.
for?
To
Who
make
is he
himself,
writing?
to get it off of
better.
On
off
social
his
media,
chest.
Jared, everybody's
everybody's-
going to read
But
it.
like, does he
gotta-
like when he's taping this? Yeah, I'm gonna get Mike. I'm gonna shut. Mike is gonna
just
see
express
this.
That guy's got to be
opinion.
miserable today.
No,
Mike just
I
said he's
think
coming back.
Express an opinion.
But no. Now, see, I don't know what you're defending that, but
No,
you're
I'm not defending
I
him,
mean,
but
he
Jarrett's-
wouldn't have done it. I
but
wouldn't have done it. But
Jarrett's asking him who he's putting it out
There's
for.
always
yeah,
an
but
audience.
What about people that post? I just changed the laundry out. We're getting ready to paint
there
the
are
bathroom.
That's absurd. What about people that talk about their kids' Pinto game on there?
That's
Horrible.
talking about your personal.
Horrible.
That's talking about your personal
Yeah.
life, which
This is his
I don't-
team.
Yeah, no.
I mean, none of us would do it, but it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think I genuinely
unnecessary.
think Facebook is the worst.
No, I'm not.
Social
disagreeing.
media
The
ruined
worst.
mankind.
I think it's so bad, and to think that Twitter was ever a thing where people would just post their thoughts
still is.
all day long. I think that's so
It's
gross.
very big
it's
and
terrible.
still in.
Speaking of Tomlin and the Steelers, I think Pickens got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see him on the sidelines?
He's a complete. After he threw his
He
helmet.
behaved
an
like
idiot.
that in college, too.
And the look on his face, like he's a big spoiled baby.
Yes.
If things go his way, he's fine. He'll hustle. He'll do what he'll block. But as soon as things don't go his way, he wants to take his ball and bat and run home.
When he said, well, we had to beat the Bills
Bills and the refs.
and
yeah.
the refs. Like,
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right.
Just shut
It
up.
wasn't even close enough.
And he dropped enough balls
What about
this year
his
too.
fumble? Was that
yeah,
his
right,
fumble.
right, exactly.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
glad you brought that up because I thought about that today when I was driving. I thought, hopefully we can get to talk about George Pickens.
I like that, Chris.
Asshole.
I think,
like it.
and he's not the only one on that team's an asshole. But here's the problem: Tomlin's put up with it, and that's you go down the list of the renegades he's
mentioned
had.
some of them. AD
Renegade's a
and
perfect song for
Le'Veon
them.
Bell. Yeah.
It is.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear.
Yeah, because you look down the line at and look at Claypool. He came out of Notre Dame, a pretty good kid. He turned into an
You could
absolute.
just
Well, they
run down the
poisoned
list.
He's been an
after
asshole
1
ever
year.
since.
He was. He's totally
I
an
can't
idiot.
stand.
If they had like 25 Cam Haywards,
Exactly.
I mean, that guy's a class act.
And a lot of their linemen are class acts.
Yes.
Or just they go do their job, but all these the specialty guys, they're just
the skill position guys.
Big
so
Ben.
entitled. These
Big Ben was classy.
These offensive linemen bust their ass making holes for these freaking running backs and protect the quarterback, and they get no credit. And all these guys do is just taunt.
And they engage every play in violent contact.
Yeah, no one cares about them.
No one cares, and they don't care. They just do their job, to go about their business. They all sit on the bench by themselves with each other.
Hey, we love Alex Highsmith though. Good guy.
He's the only guy I saw yesterday on the defense that didn't have long sleeves on.
God, I
He
like to
had his
ask him
arms
about that.
exposed.
Why the hell he did that?
Everybody else that I saw, at least a couple
Yeah,
plays.
shout out to Alex though. He's a good guy.
I just get tired of him.
He's a
I
good guy.
get tired of the same stuff you
But
watch.
it's the same. It's pretty much the same position players of every fucking team.
The other guy, I tell you what, that Deontay
Johnson.
he's an idiot.
He's out of his
He
mind.
acts like a moron
He's
when
like
he
a
catches a pass
5-year-old.
for first, but then he'll drop 2 passes and doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like quit celebrating when you do one good thing out of 5. He's an
Well, was it 21-0 yesterday at one point?
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I think they were driving, and then I think he got a pass interference call on him, and then he was chirping at the defensive guy.
Oh
Come
yeah,
in.
yeah. That
I'm
was
like, what the fuck are you? Just
And-
shut up and
And
go
then he
to the
scored a
huddle.
touchdown,
Yeah.
and he acted like it was.
and that defensive guy ended
Dancing
up
around.
getting the best of him too. That was oh shoot, I remember
What
exactly.
Elam was it?
Elam. Yeah, it's exactly who it
Yeah,
was.
because he messed up that drive and then he ended up getting that interception.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris, who's your favorite Steeler of all time?
Of all time.
All
all time.
Franco Harris, because he's dead.
Frank.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Boy, Jesus, Jarrett.
I mean, Steelers have had some classy guys. I mean, you're not talking about an organization that
probably like a John Stallworth back from the.
I like Lynn Swan was a pretty.
Lynn Swan was.
Yeah,
But I always like the
Classy
Raiders
dude.
just beat the fuck out of him.
Mel-
Cheap shot.
Mel
Dad,
Blount
who
was
was your
yeah,
favorite
Mel Blount.
Steeler?
I
Oh,
mean,
you guys know who mine is. Right up there.
Oh, James Harrison.
Harrison,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
James
I mean, that's
Yeah,
one of
well,
my
no,
prized
yeah.
possessions.
Yeah,
of
yours
my
probably the
my
bus.
whole life.
I think
Joe
that.
Bazier's the bus.
I like Gary
No.
Russell too.
No.
Gary, number 30.
I tell you what, the Steelers tight ends are all classy guys. They've all been real classy.
Steeler legend Jesse James.
James.
Yeah.
I think that kind of stuff is going to turn into like WWE, where they just do all that stupid stuff in celebrations. I was watching a compilation of all the celebrations that the guys do,
Or actually, some of them are really funny.
but they're dumb though.
No, I'm not
just
saying-
score
Oh,
a
they're
touchdown
so
that.
and
stupid.
hand the ball off.
Wasn't there a commercial yesterday with Chad Johnson? They were talking about celebrations because I texted Timmy McCormick during that, and you could imagine his response. But it's just like you're right. Just
It's
please,
just so
if you
dumb.
spike the ball, or every now and then, if it's a big play and you do get a first down, you just go up and point first down. Okay, that's fine. But these,
And I think you brought it up. I think somebody brought it up where
It's
these
unwatchable.
guys have to practice doing these.
Oh, they
do
do.
practice,
They do.
The group
which
things.
is just
I-
like grow up. You're,
They interviewed a couple of the guys,
Yeah.
and then media members said at training camp they would stay after and practice.
I think that's so
awesome.
dumb. If you want to do a little thing as a single thing, if you want to make it do a little dance or something, that's fine. But if you're organizing something with a bunch of guys and playing hide and seek, I think the Steelers did that.
What about when Joe Horn had that phone under the?
the cell phone underneath the pad of the
pad.
glove.
I think, hey, one of the best.
Wait,
I
was
think
that
one of
Joe
the
Horn?
best.
I think
for
it
the
was Joe
Saints,
Horn.
number
Yeah,
87.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
that seems subdued now compared to what these guys do
Was
now.
it, I think one of the best ever was who was it? Ocho Cinco that mooned the crowd.
Yeah.
Was that
No.
who it
Or
was?
T.O.
T.O. Yeah, T.O.
Was
and-
it T.O.?
No.
Moss.
It was Moss.
Oh,
yeah,
Randy,
and
yeah.
Joe Buck.
T.O. did popcorn.
Joe Buck thought it was Joe
He
Buck
was
would have
appalled.
thought he just
Joe
shot.
Buck's a
He grabbed a
fucking
gun
idiot.
and shot everybody in the stands. Joe.
He didn't.
Joe,
Well, there was. What about there was
Yeah.
a there was
What'd
a
he
one
say?
guy that did the
pull
machine
up,
gun.
You
No.
could probably pull up the. You could pull up the highlight.
He
Joe,
like
if you
he
want
like
to.
mooned. He
mooned-
like pretended he pulled his pants down.
And
Who was
and
it?
Joe,
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss.
To
And
the
Joe
Green
Buck.
Bay fans.
And
Chris,
Joe
I-
Buck said, he goes, that is a disgusting act by Randy Moss. And I'm
Joe
like,
Buck's
Jesus
an
Christ.
asshole. I
It
hate
probably
Joe
was
Buck.
though, wasn't it?
He didn't actually pull his pants
No.
down.
Oh,
but
he
just,
acted like
No,
he
he
was.
just
He acted like it was funny
Oh,
as shit.
It was harmless.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
Hey.
funny as hell.
Hey, Chris, I like when they maybe pick it off at the opposite 20 and they run the entire length of the field down
Yeah,
to the
the
other
whole
end.
80 yards.
Because the camera's down there or
Yeah.
somebody's down there, and the entire defense runs down that
You
way.
explain
Chris,
that to me.
who was that guy that did the machine gun? There was somebody that did that up into the stands.
Recently?
Nah, I mean, it's a couple years probably.
Well, oh, shit, I had a thought about that, but I just lost it.
And then the guys who were
The Vikings are not inside field goal range.
The slashing. I liked when was it who was it again? When that put the was it Ocho that spiked the ball in the Star, the Dallas Star?
T.O.
That was
did
T.O.
Oh, that's T.O. Yeah, T.O.
But I do
when
like when a
T.O.
guy
went
just
there.
whips it right at the back wall.
Yeah, just throw it as hard
Or
as they
fired
can.
in the stands
Yes,
as far as
I
he
like
Yeah.
that too.
Or let's see. So some of the group things they've done, I've seen roller coaster, bobsled,
I saw like the rowboat. Where they were
rowboat.
all
Yeah,
running.
rowboat.
The Vikings are not inside field goal range from Morton Anderson. Moss. Randy Moss is in for a touchdown.
I do remember
Al Harris playing off. Been up on the route, and Randy Moss with
that. And you know he's.
being able to run.
Now that what is that? I mean that's.
Disgusting act by Randy Moss.
Oh, my.
Fortunate that we had that on our air live. That is
Oh my God,
Like,
Joe Buck.
thought
Joe Buck's
he
a
would've whipped
fucking
Like Joe
asshole.
Buck acted like he just whipped his nuts out and was like swinging his nuts around.
That's
probably-
like when you're
Like,
your
Jesus,
best friend
Joe.
crying. Herb Street crying because of
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
I
that-
don't-
like-
I
Yeah,
don't
what
like
did he
it.
cry about? What was
about
he
the
crying
racial-
the racial,
The racial thing that was
disgusting.
going on when it was real bad. And
Yeah.
he was literally crying on camera. I
Fucking pussy.
Fake. I lost
That
all
was
respect.
fake.
But
It was.
do you see how horrible that was, Joe?
It was terrible. It was.
So
I'm so horrible. It's
Joe,
it's
pull
in the
up.
camera.
I'm gonna go home.
showed
Joe,
that.
pull up a couple of the other group ones.
Stop the
that-
show. I can't
that-
go on.
pull up a couple of the
That
group
is a
ones.
disgusting act
Joe
by
Buck
Randy
ought to be
Moss.
ashamed for that
the
call.
the sled and the roller coaster.
I hate these.
But what I'm saying is, like you said, they have to.
These guys care more about this than they do.
Oh,
the winning.
100%.
It's
Yeah,
but it's
well-
weird though. Like I never see like the tight end group of most of these teams
No,
that don't do that or
No.
the offensive line.
they might spike the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might spike
Yeah,
the
like
ball.
if you give the ball to the lineman and he
Oh,
spikes it,
that's great.
cool.
Yeah, but just the whole thing is just out of control. Matt, I think you said it. They like
Wonder
doing
why.
it more in winning the games.
No, there's no
Uh,
question. I don't think a lot of these guys care if they win or lose. I think they just
head
pretend
to their
like they do.
mailbox or
Yeah.
their
They
bank
get
account.
paid.
On, yeah,
Fucking bank robbers.
Like, that's pretty good. I can't. That's pretty good.
that's unbelievable.
What do you mean that's pretty good?
They did a
It's just-
choreographed dance.
It's just
A choreographed.
Look, he's not even got in the end zone. He's waving them all down.
They're doing
it's just-
limbo.
Jesus.
The Vikings
Fucking
doing
limbo.
a limbo with a guy in the air as the string. If you're just listening,
I like
to
the
this.
ones where they involve the lineman. I will
Oh,
agree with
yeah,
Chris
yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
Now that's fucking dumb.
was that
Cam
Cam?
Newton.
Because Cam never made it about himself.
Yeah.
No, not the way he dressed, not the way he talked.
Oh, which Steeler
Oh, we got
bozo is this going
Steelers.
to be? That Johnson?
That's Juju.
No, Juju.
Oh,
They
they
look
played.
bad.
They played.
Listen,
They played.
This
hide
is
and
the
seek.
most.
Wait, what are they
They're
doing?
playing hide and seek. Juju's trying to find Lev Bell.
And you know they practice this all week. Tomlin would be real proud.
That would be
I
that.
remember that. That
I mean,
Quagmire game was
that's
that was pretty
not
good.
That's not bad.
Tyreek Hill. This will be good.
Tyreek.
You ever see him do his back?
Oh, he grabbed.
Oh, he has a pom
Tyreek
pom-poms.
grabbed the pom poms from the cheerleaders and celebrated.
Oh my lord. Justin
Jefferson. He's probably gonna do the gritty. Yeah. They. So if you're just listening to this, you need to go onto YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, here's when Zeke stole out of the
Yeah.
fucking Salvation Army bucket.
This is on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or no, no. He
didn't
hopped in it.
steal
Somebody
it.
else stole something from the. Is that Debo?
Debo Samuel, 13th play of the drive. Case Keenum throws a touchdown.
What's
They're
this
all
one?
Oh,
sitting
duck,
down.
duck, goose.
Duck, duck, goose. Yeah.
What a play by Case Keenum.
Oh, my Lord.
Some of these really are just like entertaining.
There's Tyreek Hill.
I love when he does his handspring backflip.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, that's pretty cool because
yeah,
That takes
incredible.
some
takes a
talent.
little.
Tyreek's on the camera.
But he's pointing on his teammates.
Chubb's real amused. That's that worm.
Yeah.
Or that one guy's dead, Fred Lane.
Yeah.
Who?
Fred Lane.
Never able to see it as they celebrate.
Wonder what this looked like in practice.
Sure, Pete Carroll was. Maybe this is why he's fired.
It's just
I
so
can't
dumb.
watch
Yeah,
this
it-
anymore.
Wait,
It's
one
so
more. Let's
dumb.
see one more. Wait,
Oh,
what's
this is they
one?
do the hop.
What's
Yeah.
this one?
Leapfrog.
Leapfrog.
Leapfrog, yeah.
I can't watch
So
this.
dumb.
The best is when the
so
guys
dumb.
get hurt doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Piss me off.
Chubb's
It's
outraged.
annoying.
It just pisses me off
No, I
because
agree,
like these
Chubb.
these guys are playing a game, getting
Millionaires.
paid millions of dollars,
Millionaires.
more money than I'll probably ever see in my life.
Probably.
And
Well, right.
it's like you got to make it all about you. Like you got to make it all about you doing stupid ass celebrations
Whatever happened
like
to the
that.
to the Lambeau leap where you went into the crowd and just like
Just,
hung
like,
with
have
the
fun,
fans?
yeah.
Like I thought that's cool. I thought that was very neat.
The only guy that I know, and I don't really know sports, but Chubb, like he scores.
Here's the ball.
Here's the ball goes,
Emmitt
runs
Smith.
away. Just do that.
Barry Sanders.
You're getting paid
Yep.
more money than everybody in those stands. Maybe a few from that aren't sitting in the VIP boxes, but I mean, like
Anybody
for the most
down?
part,
Yeah.
like what are you doing? Like grow up. I just hate it. I think it's so dumb. It's so
we
it's
glorify
so
it.
dumb.
I mean, they
It's
put
a-
them on this shit.
Hey,
and,
it's
yeah.
a show. It's all a
Dumb.
show.
That's why I hope
But I
every
just wanna
I hope
see
every
the-
league gets canceled, shut down,
That'd be
sports
great.
get
I'm fine with it.
evaporated off the planet.
I'd be fine.
Bet on the weather. I don't care. I hate sports. That just
Especially Little League
infuriated
sports.
me.
Speaking of that, John,
What about when you see the
Oh,
little league kids emulate or the little peewee kids emulating these?
I tell you right now,
idiots?
if I was ever a head coach of the team, so you ever do that, you're done. You're sitting for a week. You're not doing
and I'm
that.
beating up your dad.
Yeah.
John, are we gonna get over under an inch of snow on Friday?
Under.
I saw 2.
Under.
I saw potentially
Where
2,
we measured
2
it at,
inches
the
on
airport?
Friday.
Yeah.
That
What's
average.
Yeah, what's the highest peak in Wheeling? Is that what you're measuring it from? Because there's no way you're
The
getting
dirty dog.
What do we get today? What do you think we got today?
Probably an inch
Inch
down
and a
home,
half?
right?
Yeah, man.
Nick always gets mad at me because I always say they call tonight they're gonna call for 3 to 5 inches, and I say if you think we're getting that, you're out of your mind. And Nick goes, you're always just negative. And I'm like,
Well, you're right though.
Negative.
what do you mean? We didn't get. He said we get 3 to 5 inches last night.
What's he want to just like talk it into existence?
Yes, and he gets mad at me because I'm negative about
So
it.
if you just said, "Oh, Nick, yeah, I bet we get at least 5," then we get 6. Probably.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate. Now I'm mad because of NFL.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah, that stuff's
NFL and snow has got you in a.
Yeah.
That
And a
can,
bad
NFL
mood.
can ruin
Oh,
lives.
last night you guys are like this. So I have my window and I have a fan that sucks in the air.
Dumb.
I had it on last night,
This sucks in the cooler.
cold air. I had it on last night, and
Now wait, remember what the temperature
Minus
was last
5.
night.
That's
It was about 14.
I woke up about 4 or 5 in the morning, and my cheeks hurt. I had to close my windows.
No, but here,
wind burn.
No,
Your cheeks hurt.
but
My cheeks
Frostbite.
hurt. It
but
was
you got to
cold.
say, you got to tell them you got 2 windows in your room.
Well,
Go ahead.
hold on. Now, when I'm in bed, it's just the cold air. It's just the cold air. But when I'm at the computer, I bring cold air in, so the room is cold. But then I also
push
turn
the
my
hot
heater.
air
I
out.
turn my heater on underneath, and then that just warms me up and keeps my like feet and my legs warm.
But the
And
air
my-
you're breathing is still cold.
yes,
air,
nice and
yeah.
cool around me. Yeah.
You might live till you're 107.
That's messed up.
Thank
Why?
you, Chris. Thank you.
Well, it's just you're wasting the heat.
Electricity.
No, I'm not. I have my
electricity.
vent closed in the room.
Thank
It's
you,
not coming
Chris.
in my room.
Thango you.
I mean, I understand having the window open, but not like last night. I mean, it's
Chris,
15.
wait. Not just the windows open, a fan sucking the cold air in.
From
Oh,
outside, and then
so is the fan? Is it?
It's
it
in
fit
the window.
It's real
Like a
thin.
little- like
it's
an
a
It's a window
exhaust
fan.
Yes,
Right.
it's a
But it's sucking the cold air in.
Right.
So he's sucking 14-degree cold air in, but he's got a heater in between his.
That's when I'm up.
Where's the heater at, and what's it for?
It's from like my legs and my feet and my lower body, because when I'm sitting
Bizarre.
and enjoying, I don't want my entire body to be negative 19.
So here's what it's like. It's like sitting in a hot tub outside.
Exactly, Matt. Exactly. You're still warm, but you have the coldness around your head and around your shoulders.
But that's freezing, not just
oh,
cold.
it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
I think it's probably pretty
What are
healthy.
you dealing with there, Coach?
I
hate
listen.
the
When I
fucking
walked in, I
cold.
couldn't believe it.
But I mean, what's the difference between that and when it's like 95 degrees out and people like to go sit outside and enjoy the heat? And then they got like a little fan doing that.
That'd be like, but
What's the difference?
Well, that'd be like having the air conditioning on, but then you got an exhaust fan pulling in all the hot air.
But in fairness, though, I do close the vent in my room, so I got no heat coming into the room. I close my door, so I'm not wasting any hot air from the house, and my cold air isn't getting out into the rest of the house.
You're considerate.
I'm with
Very
you, Chris.
considerate,
Not
Tom.
sort of weird. Everybody's got their own weird things they do, though.
Yeah,
Does that help you sleep? So you
I
woke,
sleep.
woke
I
up
guarantee it
with
helps
sore
you sleep.
cheeks.
my cheeks were just like were
wind burn.
cold. But I mean, I sleep like a baby though. As soon as I fall asleep, I had a dream 2 nights ago. I was in high school. I felt like I was there for days. I was there. I met people I haven't seen in years, and
I think we've talked about it before on here, but he has the most fucked up dreams. It's unbelievable.
do you dream, Matt?
Here and there, but not regularly.
I would love to hear other people's dreams because nobody ever listens to me when I tell people their dreams because they don't care,
You seem
which
to have
is
very
rightfully
vivid
so.
dreams.
I have
Why that
horrifically
is?
horrifically
Because
vivid
he has
dreams.
so
Your
much.
brain function
He has
must be-
so much brain. Just
Right.
like there's so much going on.
I
in
would
his
wonder
head.
if there's a
No, I think
study.
there has been studies
Some, like, whether
about
it's, like,
brain
creativity or-
overactivity
Yeah.
during the night.
But I have dreams.
Some of those
that
people
are
have
just-
bizarre.
ESP and stuff.
I mean, I'm seeing people in dreams that I haven't seen in forever. I was in high school, and I had this backpack on that was so heavy, and I couldn't walk down the hallways, and I didn't have my school schedule, so I didn't know where I was going. I was just like, oh, I can't find where I'm going. I set my book back down, and I turn around, and Coach Ladd's there, and I said, Coach, I don't know where I'm going. I have a conversation with him, a couple other teachers that I've had in the past. And
What
it
if
was
what if the people you dreamed about in that dream had the same dream as you?
but we just didn't talk about
Right.
it. Yeah, and if I
Like
was,
Coach Ladd had the same dream.
He's
He
like,
saw
I
you
saw
at the
you
back.
in high
Job
school.
walking down
There's
the
people
hall.
that say that you can do that. Like if you're in the same room with someone, you could share
like
dreams.
Link.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it's like I mean,
Chris, you don't believe in anything.
I don't.
you're-
God. Jeez.
You believe
Do you dream though?
on occasion, but I mean,
He doesn't sleep, so
Oh,
you got to be
but,
asleep to
like,
dream.
So he and I we shared a hotel room, and then like 2 days later, we talked about a dream we had.
I'm not
like-
saying everybody's going to be able to do it, but they say there are people that can.
Who's they?
Scientists,
Like-
research field.
Come on.
It just doesn't take it. Do you guys ever have? Do you have a recurring theme in your dream?
Nah, I don't do it regular enough. I mean, if I do, it's very.
I know
brief.
you do. Don't you? Didn't you say you have something that happens? Or you dream about a lot.
It's just I've really my dreams have changed. It's weird. It's they're so real now. Like things that have happened in my life are in my dreams, which never happened before. I don't know. It's been weird.
Well, you mean
my
things
whole
that
life's
happen in your life?
Just things that have happened a couple days ago. I dream like exactly happening. Like it's so real.
Like he went to the club and Champ spit a hawker in a trash can.
well, I my whole life has changed. It's weird as I get older.
Scary.
We could talk about it. I could make you guys laugh.
What about you, Chris? You have any recurring stuff that happens in a dream?
No.
I have recurring.
Bears.
A lot of themes.
They
They
Bears.
always
say if you
says
dream
bears.
about
Bears.
something 3 times, it's gonna come true.
I dream about bears all the time. I have dreams about being in the woods and there are
The
bears.
Chicago Bears or regular Bears?
Yeah, a
Oh,
guy with a
Justin
Bears
Fields,
uniform
no.
on.
What if the Bears dream about you?
But I have
they
this dream
hibernate.
all the time where I'm out in
is
the
a
woods. I'm out in the woods, and either I'm on a hike or going from point A to
You
point
think
B.
it's like a calling or something?
I don't know, and I have a fear of bears, but I always see them
Most
like
of us should.
I see them on a ledge or down. Evie's going after a bear, and I'm worried about her. Or Jarrett's with. Normally, these two are always in my dreams. He is always in my dreams, and he's probably second. but I always in my
That's a
dreams.
nightmare when I'm in them.
No, I'm always. Well, I mean, yeah, they are, but not because you're in them. But I always am worried. Every dream that he is in or you're in, I always either can't find you guys, and I'm always trying to get you organized to go somewhere. Like a
wait.
meteor's gonna hit.
Try to get us to be on time.
They're trying to get you. He's
Trying to
trying to get
be
you
on
two
time.
organized.
Be on time and get organized.
Every dream I
That is
have,
a nightmare.
every dream I have.
What a
with,
reversal.
with him in it. There's like a meteor gonna hit the planet, and I'm telling him
Oh,
we
so you're
gotta
trying to
go.
get out.
We gotta go
So
here.
it's
We
like
gotta
War
go
of the
here.
Worlds.
And
You're trying-
he always just does the same thing when in the waking
As
world.
soon as
he
this
goes,
game's over, the
Well,
zombies are
yeah,
coming.
he says, "All right, no, we're all right."
Hang
We're
on, they got a
all right.
3rd and 3.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Let's hurry up and get the dishes done.
Yes, and I'll say, "Come on, we got it. We got to go. We got to get out of this house." We go, "Oh, we're all right. We're all right. Just hold on. Wait a second, and then you'll start talking to somebody else." And I'll go, "We got to go. We got to go," and you won't ever listen to me. Then him, I'm always looking for. Like we'll be like in a scenario like the world's gonna end, and I'm always looking for him, like for whatever reason, because he's not around. He wandered off or something. But those are always, and then bears are always there. But
Well, I got to roll, fellas. I have bocce, so.
You gotta move to Alaska. Yeah, Judd. We actually,
I gotta
if
store,
you're
get
if
some
you're
chips.
watching this, we actually weren't recording like the first like 3 minutes
on
so.
video.
Yes, the video
So.
it's like 3. Actually,
Final
not even that,
thoughts?
2 minutes. So
I don't know. So
Today's
hopefully
gonna be
NFL
enjoy
will be
the
over in
weather.
a few
Today's
weeks.
a pretty short one. It is about an hour.
Glad football's almost over.
No, it's getting closer.
What's
we're
next?
rejoicing.
Enjoy the
Racing will be back soon.
Baseball.
Yeah, racing and Masters. I said we got to
Golf.
do something big for both of those. Daytona and the Masters.
When's the
There's
Masters?
a lot of
April
wrecks.
13th and 14th.
Let's
Can we
hope.
go?
To the Masters?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
Good,
tough
Where is
ticket.
that at?
good luck.
Augusta, Georgia.
Can we get a media pass?
No, never in a million
Wait,
years.
is it?
Not
Is
at
it?
that place.
When is it? What month is it?
They do like a review. They
What are you talking?
April.
Masters?
Yeah.
April 13th and 14th.
Anybody know off the top of their head when Easter is?
I don't.
No,
All right, don't
I'll
look
tell
it
you
up.
right now.
Oh, okay, well, you got your trusty plan.
He's got his tome.
Sometimes
Okay.
Do you keep all these when you're done with them?
Yes.
you're in May. I saw it in May.
Never
Oh,
know. He
geez.
might get accused of
When is
murder.
it?
He might have to go back and look.
It is
On this
alibi,
day, I
yeah.
had a meeting here.
When is
Boom.
it, Chris?
Off the hook.
Isn't it the first Sunday in April?
Well, something
No, it
no,
changes. Sometimes
all
it's
the time.
Oh.
in
Maybe it's
March.
yeah.
I don't know.
sometimes
Oh, there it is. March
early-
31st.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Only
Buccos will be
Easter.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
All right.
O'Neal Cruz hurt
I'd
his
love to
leg
hear
last
everybody's
Easter.
everybody's just opinions on. We'll talk about it later, but
Yeah.
I
On
guess
what,
it's
though, so you give us something to think about.
the holidays and seasons. Holidays and seasons.
okay.
right.
Nothing.
But if they like him or
Just
not?
the thoughts on like what's the best, like your favorite, what you're looking forward to a time of the year, or just something that
I
you're
like
dreading.
fall. I usually
Yeah.
say that pretty often. Fall when about 50-degree temperatures.
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah.
early.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
You
it
do
for
like
us here in
that.
the studio. It's getting. Are you guys warm?
Creeping up on 100, guys.
I'm hot.
Those,
Yeah, you're
sweating.
you got a
heaters
fucking,
really
fucking
do
North
jacket
Face
on.
jacket on.
I mean, it was cold in here earlier.
No,
It's
it
not,
was.
It's
It
not
was.
bad
Yeah, it was
now.
colder and shit. In here.
Hey, we got to come up with number 100 episode. What we're going to do.
Yeah, no.
It's got to be something big.
We could like blow something up or something.
Fireworks.
Maybe we could choreograph a celebration.
I won't be there.
All right.
I don't
won't
want
be
to
there.
participate.
I guess
in
we're
that.
not in the NFL, so we're good.
Yeah. we can blow
But yeah,
something up.
that's it. A little short episode today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Go check out all the other things we do. We got all the radio rewinds out. Better's Last Stand. By the time you hear this, episode 70 will be coming out tomorrow. We got this is episode 93 of this show. So if you haven't seen the other 92, you can go check those out. And then here in a couple weeks, just if you're probably haven't made this far in the podcast. If you have, God bless you. But all the podcasts now under our umbrella are going to be separated in their own categories. So if you go to Spotify and you want to listen to a Soup and Stuff, you have to search Soup and Stuff. It's not underneath the Pine Room anymore. So in the next couple days, if you don't see things under our umbrella and you want to find them, you're going to have to go look at them specifically and save them specifically. We're doing it for a project that we have in the works here. I can say it. Website, got a big website coming up. It's going to be great. Our guy Timo is working on it, and he's doing some great work, so we'll keep everybody updated. It's going to be a cool hub for all of our content, some shop stuff, different information, a gallery, some things like that. So it's going to be cool, and we're looking forward to it. So if you're looking forward to things and you can't find them, just search them in whatever software you're using, and you can find them that way. But that's it as far as updates. You can listen to all the stuff we've done wherever you find your podcasts and stuff like that. we got some cool things coming up. We haven't announced this yet, but the Dugout is coming out. It's a baseball talk with Coach. He's doing some stuff with some baseball guys. He talked to Andrew Koalo, and then we went down to West Virginia's incredible facility at the Black Bear Stadium. It was unbelievable. We talked to Coach Mazey, and that'll be out here within the next couple of weeks. And we got some other cool stuff around the bend. So keep updated with us. The Pine Room is rolling. We got some big things coming up in the near future. And until next time, we'll see you here in the Pine Room.